Hey gang, Larry Bailey, Mortgage Workflow Partners. I'm all dialed up here in shirt and tie. I know you're probably shocked. You're like, wait, who is that guy? It doesn't look like Larry. Where the heck is he? I know, dressed fancy. I had a better suit on yesterday. I liked my purple tie yesterday. I'm actually up at Bank of Canton. Apparently, I'm traveling the world. It's that kind of meeting, Jody. This is your job interview, Jody. If you didn't dress up, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, listen, we meet every Tuesday and Thursday. Today being Tuesday, September 26, 2023. I had to go buy some new ties at Macy's myself for some of these trips. And we meet a Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, Thursday at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And this is all about making sure that the community is updated on everything that's happening in the mortgage industry and in Encompass, and most importantly, to address questions that you have. So if you are listening to this replay, please get your tail side over into these meetings. I could show you, Chris. I am definitely not wearing gym shorts and flip-flops today. In any event, come over here, ask questions. There is a lot to cover. I put 3 invites out for today. First of all, because it's just normal Tuesday events, but mostly also we've got 23.3 launching out here on the 7th of October. Fortunately, I think ICE is going into code lockdown, so that means basically the only thing that's going to change between now and then is maybe some last minute break fixes. It's possible things could be ripped out of the release notes, so it's always important to pay attention to the very last page of the release notes. There were some that were updated. Brian, we're going to talk about Consumer Connect for sure, but just make sure you're keeping a track on an eye on the release notes updates. Today was going to be about going through the Encompass 23.3 for web version. I have it set up on screen here. I'll show you in a second. But also, obviously, just as Brian kind of segued in, we also have the deprecation of, or the killing of, closing down of, technologically speaking, of everything Web Center. And I really have to do a shout out to Jolene. Jolene was ACES. She did a lot of the work behind, for me at least, to talk to ICE rep to get a lot of things clarified. And I shot a video and put it on the community. Maybe we have a moment of silence. All right, there's your moment of silence, Katie. But basically, everything Web Center and Loan Center is bye-bye as of the 7th, provided it happens. Now, if this follows anything that, past actions are not a predictor of future actions, but in the past, sometimes ICE has really gotten to the point where they've gotten in a situation where clients are like, no, you have to stop this. And if a lot of voices voice that, who knows, it might go beyond October 7th, but you still have to prepare. And I was shocked how many companies are still using, are not enabled with Consumer Connect. And there's a couple of reasons why you might not have had Consumer Connect enabled. One is because you're using like Simple Nexus or Blend or some other POS that where you're not using Consumer Connect at all. But the big deal really isn't necessarily always your borrowers. The big deal is your third parties. And this is the part that I was completely misunderstanding. So again, Jolene, thanks very much for really encouraging the conversation, and help me understand after rereading like 15 times the release notes and understanding what's happening, because every environment I've been on has had at least a Consumer Connect enabled. So all of my third-party interactions as mortgage workflow partners for the last 2 years have been through Loan Connect. And I wasn't like connecting the dots of, no, Loan Center is not Loan Connect. So if you haven't seen the video, I would encourage you to check it out. Today, I'm going to go through on screen basically a quicker tutorial of how basic it is to enable a Consumer Connect site. And if you still want to use something else for your POS and your borrower interactions, totally fine. But you need to at least create one Consumer Connect site for your third parties. Now, if you're one for wanting to really explore how to take advantage of Consumer Connect, maybe not for all of your borrower-facing business because maybe you're really sunk deep into Simple Nexus or Blend or something else or the big POS. Totally respect that. But you can leverage Consumer Connect for other kinds of workflows that you might not want to go through your standard, third-party POS. It's just a thought. Keep in mind that many third-party POSs, the big POS is not one of them, will charge you on the back end for hybrid e-closings because your borrowers have to receive those documents electronically. If you negotiate strongly with Simple Nexus, I've heard folks tell me recently that Simple Nexus, they give them a contract to carve out e-closings, at least at this point, to not charge extra for the e-closings, but that is not a guarantee or a predictor of everybody's contract. So having said that, if you want to watch this whole thing, please get over to mortgage.community and check out the full video replay. For those that are listening to this again on replay or audio only, get over to mortgage.community, check out the full video.